Hi, Chris from Tommy Two Face Toys here, and today I thought I would show you some of the Chap Mei figures that I have in my collection. I've talked about for a while these figures and how good I think they are and how much I like them. And the reason is some of the detail in these figures. Now you'll notice there's not a lot of articulation in these. They just have, certain joints that bend. A lot of the time their torso doesn't bend or anything like that, like their waist or their legs. So they're quite solid on the ground, but their head and their arms do. You'll see from this guy that he is a pirate or a type of bandit, and there's a few different types. There's this guy, and you'll notice this guy they're the same sort of moulds, but they got different paintwork on, and they look quite good, especially building different like pirate armies and stuff like that. But they look pretty cool. I mean, I love some of the detail, the way it pops on this guy's gold sort of dagger as opposed to this black one. So that's two pirates. I then got this pirate who is pretty ripped. I mean, look at that. That looks pretty awesome, and as you can see, he's a totally different mould. But again, his legs don't move, but his arms do, and his head rotates. He looks pretty awesome and pretty badass. Love the detail there. And this is the thing that I keep banging on about. It's the detail on these figures. They are just so great. I mean, check out this guy. Look at the guns there. Look at the stitching and detail on his beard. The hook. I mean, that could easily just be a standard hook, but look at these little pins on it and everything. All the plates coming off. Even his boots. Look at that for detail. There's even a dagger there. I mean, that is just incredible. They're just great to look at. I really love these figures. So that is 4 pirates I have. Then there is this awesome octopus. Again, there's no articulation in this thing, but it is pretty awesome. And everything is always stamped with Chap Mei there on the bottom. And this one's actually got a year, 2010. Really nice. I've got a treasure chest here, which again has got lots of details. I'm missing the lid. That's pretty awesome. And again, just look, it could just be standard flat, but the detail is just incredible. And then the last thing in my pirate sort of section, I've got this crazy dungeon with, again, look at all that detail in it. There's skulls in there, there's treasure. It's awesome. And this has a pull cord, and it's meant to go up and down, but it sort of doesn't work. So you can pull it out, but it doesn't coil back in. So, but that's pretty awesome, and that just goes up and down. So it's a bit of a shame it's broken. I have opened it up to try to fix it, but I can't seem to. But again, even on the skull, look at all this detail. There's rope going up here. It's just absolute quality. So that is those. I will move those a bit to one side so that I can fit more stuff in. Then there are knights and stuff like that. So there's this awesome looking knight. I mean, he is pretty cool. Again, look at this detail. These are meant to light up, but I don't have batteries in them. And again, how awesome does this look? There's quite a few of them, Chap Mei figures that have different lighting up functions, which is pretty cool. So there's him. There's this knight. A bit more of a simpler sort of knight, but again, with some cool details on him. I mean, look at that. Oh, there goes that thing coiling in. Suddenly decided to start working. There is another one of these with a sword. And then there's this guy. Another smaller sort of knight. Again, look at this detail. Pretty awesome. So there's the knights. And then I've got a couple of horses. I mean, just look at this armour. And again, no articulation, so they're more like figurines, which is why I think maybe loads of people don't tend to like them, and the fact that they're considered as knockoffs. But all this, I mean, there's some proper huge toy lines that just don't have this level of detail on them, and that's what's so great about them. Look at that bit there with the buckles, and it's so sweet. And this one's my favourite, and I think they actually stand up, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he stands up on 2 feet, which is so cool. Really nice. There's that. Really nice, and that moves. That's great to have that little bit in the tail. So cool. I mean, look at all this embellishment. So wicked. Then move on to a vehicle. So there's a Jeep there. Really nice looking. I mean, this isn't as good compared to, you know, some of the figures and stuff like that, but that's still pretty cool. Pretty nice again with the net detail on there. That's not bad, but I assume I'm missing some bits there. So there's that. This is a dinosaur. Now this dinosaur is a bit odd because it looks a bit sort of cartoony like. It's like a brontosaurus, brachiosaurus sort of thing, but the colours look almost sort of Jurassic Park Camo Extreme style. The Camo Extreme are normally all black with these neon sort of colours, especially the blues, but this one has got more like realistic sort of sandy colour, and then the blue and the black going down the back. Still pretty cool though for a dinosaur. And then there's another Chap Mei dinosaur, and this one looks a slightly bit more realistic, as sort of more realistic tone of green, the cool yellow eye and the black spots to pop it. Again, some really nice level of detail here. Look at some of the muscle and stuff like that, and look at the head. Looks pretty awesome. So there's those. And then there's loads of random stuff. There's like this is a safari figure that I have. I mean, look at all of this. Look at these bullets just hanging there. This is all moulded onto it. This is the thing. They're not separate accessories. They're all moulded onto this one sculpt. So there's a bottle there. 2 little holsters. So I assume he had some little daggers or something. There's another holster there. So maybe he had a gun. This little thing going round to the bottom with some more capsules in them. So that's pretty awesome. There's then a sort of weird sort of futuristic surfer guy. I mean, he looks crazy, but again, he could just have this lifesaver and these shorts on, but look at all of this stuff on him. I mean, he's got this little pouch around his arm. He's actually got a little bit of articulation in his ankles. That is very rare for a Chap Mei figure. Again, with the cool hair and head sculpt and tattoos just for extra detail. Then look at all this stuff on there. That is just so cool. He's cool. This guy I got recently, only at the last car boot, but again, look at this policeman. Look at all this stuff hanging off his belt. Got a little pair of handcuffs set into the pouch. Again, there was probably a little gun in there or truncheon. But he looks great. Look at the badge, look at the pen and a notebook. I mean, it's just incredible, the level of detail on these things. I love them. Then there's this guy, like a war sort of vet, but again, he's got a torch, a little pouch here with a gun in its holster, a walkie-talkie, some handcuffs, then another gun in its holster, all these sort of things here. There was obviously a little knife that went in here. Again, he just has a bit of articulation there. What's that? Oh, that's a little bit of damage. He's just got the articulation in his arms, but his legs actually do bend like that this time. But so wicked. Looks so cool again. Really nice. Just all these little bits of detail. Love it. Then I got this guy. He's like some sort of futuristic cyborg. Really awesome. Love the look of this. Again, look at some of these details. There was this other guy I used to have, but I did sell him, and he lit up, and he had all this armour around the top, and had this weird sort of headband thing on. It just looks so cool. And then the final bit is one of my favourites, because the detail again is this pilot. I mean, check this guy out. Look at all this stuff he's got. He's got this pouch thing at the front, all this air canister thing going up, mouthpiece. The helmet again could just be a plain red, but look at it. It's got a black stripe along the top on a red helmet with lightning. Almost looks like something from Ziggy Stardust. It looks Look at all of this. Even this on the back is just so cool. Sometimes the forgotten pieces, 2 bands there. Just looks awesome. So wicked. Absolutely love this guy, but some of my favourites are the pirates as well. They just look so great. There are loads of different Chap Mei figures. This is just an introduction to some of them, and there's some play sets, but I'm just love the figures. They're so great. I'm hoping to do a few more different videos like this of showing different Chap Mei figures as I get them. What do you think of this toy line? Do you ever pick them up? They're really awesome. I love some of them. Let me know your thoughts. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.